Hello, here is assignment 1 made by group12. First, let me introduce my group. I am Tian Zhichen, and my teammate is Jia Yufeng, Ruoyang Liu, and Lin Zhizhen. Our group receives a case from Sam's Cafe. Sam's Cafe is a small cafe in Liverpool Center, which sells a quick coffee or snack all day long. It also provides space and a device for some private events. For example, a book club meeting or a poetry reading afternoon. The rule is the deposit for the place is £50, and if the turnover is more than £300 during the time, the deposit will be refunded. So we make a feasibility analysis. We go to the Starbucks nearby to record the number of customers who entered there and estimate the turnover per hour. After we got the data, we design the hardware we need to develop the system. Think about if the cost of developing a database system is appropriate for Sam's Cafe. If the database system can help Sam's Cafe improve its efficiency and earn more. When we got the answer is yes, we start our design. And here is the requirement from Sam. Sam's Cafe decides to develop a database system to check the stock levels of various items for sale, level of sales during a private event, recent and upcoming private events, and weekly income.
In this section, I will explain the ER diagram in our database design. Through the above analysis of the situation, we have collected the most important entities, their staff, customer, event, order, warehouse, item, and the financial report. First, let's start with the staff in the upper left corner of the finger. The staff entity has two attributes, staff ID and name. Staff can manage a warehouse and list information about events. It should be noted that the user authentication function needs to be added when implementing the database, and only authorized person can access related information. This is to ensure the security of the database. Let's move to the warehouse entity. The warehouse can store items and prepare orders. Items have four attributes, namely price, stock level, name, and ID. This ensures that staff can manage operations such as checking the stock level of items. Then we notice the order entity. It is placed by customers and can generate financial reports. The attributes it has are order ID, kind, week, quantity, and details. The kind here refer to whether the order is a deposit order or a purchase order. Now, see the bottom right corner of the financial report. It has two attributes of week and weekly income. The main purpose of creating this entity is to make it easy for staff to check the weekly income level. Finally, we come to the events entity. Customer hold events, and events can be listed by staff. Events have attributes time, sale level, kind and event ID. The sales level refers to whether the total value of the items sold in event exceeds £300. If it is greater than £300, the deposit will be refunded to the customer.
Here is the diagram part of the design. You can see that our database management system will create 5 diagrams. They correspond to the entity of the ER diagram. The reason we have not added the diagram correspond to the relation of the ER diagram is that most of the diagrams do not need to correspond to each other to realize the function we need. In order to simplify the system, make it become effective, we only create 5 diagrams. The first diagram is the item diagram, which has record stock levels of various items for sale in the cache. There are 4 keys in it: the fair ID, name, stock level, and price. The primary key of it is the fair ID. We choose this as the primary key is to make the data update become easier. If we use the item name as the primary key, that will cost more time to update the data, cause ID is much shorter than the name. It have not any foreign key because you only need to record the data without too much drop. The second diagram is the primary event diagram. It is recent and upcoming primary event. It also have 4 keys: the current level of sale, time, and event ID. The primary key of it is the event ID. There may have a same kind of primary event. The time is not directly, so we use the event ID as the primary key. We have not any foreign key yet. The third diagram is the stuff. If you record the stuff data, there are only 2 keys: the stuff ID and the stuff name. Primary key is the stuff ID. Maybe there are some stuff have the same names. The fourth diagram is the financial report diagram. It's used to calculate weekly income. The week and the weekly income is the key of it. Primary key is the week because the time will keep float and the income may have the same. The week is the primary key, but also the foreign key with the fifth diagram. The fifth diagram is the order diagram. There are 5 keys in it: order ID, quantity, week, count, and detail. Is to use to indicate the level of sales during a private event and record order. We use the order ID as the primary key. Week key is the foreign key. We use this key to connect the financial report diagram and order diagram. It means that we add the order income of different week. It can calculate the weekly income. These 5 diagrams convert to the first normal form. They don't have duplicate columns. They also convert to the second normal form. Each of them only has 1 primary key. Finally, it converts to the third normal form. One database table does not contain the non-primary keyword information, which already contained in other tables. That's my part. Thank you for listening.
This part, I will talk about the hardware design of the Scenario 2 cafe. This part is the design of the hardware of the database of cafe. I will introduce with several different parts discussed in this part, including the CPU, the RAM, the hard drive, and finally I will compare with the desktop PC and the tower server, which is better for the cafe store. Now let's move on the first part. First part, consider to this case I will choose the Dell PowerEdge T140 to be the hardware of the database of cafe. Now, I will introduce this tower server to you, and I will let you know why I choose this server. The T140 has an Intel external E2124 processor. This processor is very suitable for the cafe shop. For example, it's very suitable for the daily work and quite cheaper. The RAM, I choose the 8M BIP. is very cheaper, and you can see the efficiency memory speed on the PPT. As for the storage controller, I think the RAID one is very good. It will protect the data safety. The hard drive, I choose the 2 pieces of the Turner-Babe SATA hard disk. As I said before, these 2 hard disks is part of the RAID one. Now I'd like to talk about the advantage for this PowerEdge. First of all, this PowerEdge has a strong performance and a more suitable operation. It also has a ECC, which means it has a automatic error correction function. It also has a RAID, the redundant errors of the independent disk. Although when we use the RAID one, it only have a 15% space for the data, but it is very necessary to back up. When there is one hard drive broken, the other will make the whole system still work. It's also convenient to manage the server because of the hardware size is similar than the desktop PC, so you can put anywhere you want. Finally, I think the silence is very important to the cafe store, so the TV will have a unique silence design. Let's go to another part. This part I will talk about the advantage of the SATA. This part I will talk about the advantage of the SATA. The SATA is a scenario advanced technology attachment. The SATA has a stronger error correction ability. If errors are found, they will be corrected automatically, which greatly improves the reliability of the data transformation. So here is the total cost of the whole hardware design. As you can see, the RAID, the processor, the cache memory, the RAM, the operation will cost the 733 pounds. The T140 will cost the 664 pounds. But if we want to have the RAID controller, we will need another hard disk, which costs another 34 pounds. So let's move on to another part. This part is the final part. We will compare with the desktop PC and the tower server. The PC only can work 8 hours per day, but the tower server will work all day. As I said before, the tower server has a RAID, so it's more safety and stable. The tower server's motherboard has a strong expandability for the many slots, and the tower server's chips often reserves a lot of the space for the redundant expansion for the hard disk and the power supplies. So, in general, I think the tower server is more suitable for the cafe store than a desktop PC.
This is the process of our database design. Thank you for your listening.